We are Group 6, and we're going jaywalking to find out what the people think about global warming.
We're going to Walmart.
Woo! I have a question for you, sir. Do you believe in global warming?
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is? Alright, thank you very much, sir.
Hi. Alright, so tell me, what do you know about global warming?
I know that Al Gore made a pretty cool documentary about it.
Do you know what the causes of global warming are?
I know what they supposedly are.
What are they supposedly?
Say they're from cars and such, and fossil fuels.
See, we can't, they're not from cars and fossil fuels for the last time. It's tectonic plates. They keep moving. It's been happening since the beginning of the world.
Melissa, it's
no,
alright.
you don't understand.
It's alright. Melissa, it's okay. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
Okay, that's strange.
I know more than that. Greenhouse gases get released into the atmosphere and they get trapped by our ozone layer, which causes the Earth to heat up.
If our climate were to change, like say get a lot warmer and maybe we don't even have a winter anymore, how do you think we could adapt to that climate change?
Well, I think it'd be good. I don't like winter.
Really?
No.
You don't like winter?
No, I don't.
So how can we, like, what if it gets like over 100 degrees and everyone's like scorching hot? How can we adapt to that? Like, how can we make it cooler?
That's a tough question.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Not sure. I'm not sure. I can answer that.
What are some of the ways we can stop global warming?
Global warming?
Yes. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
I really don't know much about global warming.
Thank you.
Sorry. I don't want to use that.
That was fine, thank you.
And I understand that it seems like a perfectly legitimate thing, and that could be why our world is heating up so much, but I don't know.
Charles, can I ask you a question? Sure. Okay, do greenhouse gas emissions contribute to global warming? I don't know. Really? Sure. Yeah. Sure they do. Or they do. I don't know.
It seems like it also tends to cool down, but I guess there are rapid climate changes. It could be either way in global warming, so I don't know.
Okay, I don't want you to know you're being filmed. Is that okay? Or you're being filmed. Is that okay? For the question? Yes? Okay. Do you know what some alternative energies that we can use to reduce global warming?
Solar.
What was that?
Solar.
Solar energy?
Right.
Do you know of any others?
Oh yeah, they use wind power, but solar is the only one that I think is effective.
The only one? All right. Thank you.
What do you think that we can do about our diminishing water resources?
Try to find another source.
Okay, thank you very much.
How can we prevent global warming?
Stop driving cars as much. She said something about fossil fuels. Don't burn them. Alicia, she's back here. Hi. Yeah.
So you really don't think global warming is human reduced at all?
Are you for real? Like, global warming is not
I mean,
real?
if it is, it's nature's way of saying we need to wipe humans off the planet. So I said, take out the air science.
They got Kelly.
They got Kelly Graham.
Be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. Everyone look away. It's alright. It's alright.
What did he just
We got it.
Should we leave? Should we leave?
Yeah.
Rylan, wait. Yeah.
Should be cool.
I'm Kimberly Wayman. I'm the climate scientist. We were realizing as we were talking to people yesterday that not a lot is known about global warming. So
Global warming is caused mostly by greenhouse gas emissions. A greenhouse gas is a gas that in the atmosphere that absorbs and emits the radiation with thermal infrared range. It's what warms the Earth. Well, the Earth would be a lot colder without greenhouse gases, so obviously the fact that we have more now is causing a greenhouse effect, global warming. Some of them occur naturally and some of them occur through human processes. Some are just created by human activities. Some of the most prevalent are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. So in the last 250 years since the industrial age, we've had a big increase, especially in CO2, because of the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, industrialization, transportation, and residential and commercial agriculture. Some things that we're doing to try and get rid of it, or to try and stabilize the atmosphere, is there's an international treaty called the Montreal Protocol, which is trying to get rid of substances that deplete the ozone by a certain date and time, and the Kyoto Protocol, which attacks certain greenhouse gases and tries to stabilize the atmosphere by a certain date. Some scientific research that we're doing as far as the climate is concerned, there's an intergovernmental panel on climate change, the IPCC, that a bunch of nations are involved in, and it's scientists from all over the world that come together and join their research to get an objective point of view. And we're working on ice core records and paleoclimatology to try and figure out what past events were like, the study of past climates, and to try and figure out what's going on now with the atmosphere. My recommendation as a climate scientist is that we cut down on greenhouse gas emissions and that we start going green. Yay.
Hi, I'm Thomas Larmore, and I am the environmental economist. Because the market and industry are such a big part of our global community, businesses need to work together with the government to reduce emissions and offer incentives. In fact, 141 countries around the world are already working together with businesses to reduce emissions and offering incentives for research into alternative energy. And I believe the Western Governors Association needs to look into such policies as well.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I am the urban planner. Anyway, I'm talking about the problems with the diminishing water resources and with the groundwater pollution. Contaminated water supplies, 20% shows some level of contamination. Diminishing supplies of water for agricultural and industrial purposes causes industries discharging untreated waste into streams and sewer systems. Toxic waste escaping from dump sites, dirt, sludge, and slit from farm streets, mines, garbage dumps, etc. Water delivery systems are decaying or collapsing. Adequate funds are not provided. States and regions are fighting over ownership, rights, and distribution of water. Some of the goals that we can do to prevent these are reducing existing levels of water pollution and develop projects for gaining and sharing water resources. Ecological development. 3 things. Provide regulations and funding to ensure that industrial and wastewater is properly treated. Provide funding for cleaning up community water supplies. And provide mechanism for funding for developing and distributing fairly water resources available. Develop a national water resource policy to provide the development and sharing of water resources. The beneficiaries from all this would be the water consumers, the businesses, and the industries.
Hi, my name is Hilary Blanco, and I am the policy analyst. And there are many policies throughout the world that deal with global warming, and some of those policies should probably be implemented in our Western Governors Association. There are many ways that we can adapt to this climate change, and in the eastern United States, Massachusetts has already adapted to this climate change by building their Deer Island sewage treatment plant on higher ground as the sea levels are beginning to rise. Also, in Maine, they have begun to limit the tree cutting and deforestation, as trees are one of the main sources that can help with our global warming issue. Here in the western United States, there are things that we can do to help adapt to the climate change, such as maybe moving plants from California that are close to the sea to higher ground, so that when the sea level changes, or if the sea level changes, they will still be protected and we will be able to adapt to these climate changes.
Hello, I am Alan. I'm the energy expert, and I believe we need to move away from fossil fuels because they are the #1 cause, well, a cause in causing CO2 emissions, which is a greenhouse gas. And my recommendations are that we need to be able to get better at our alternative energies like solar, wind, and geothermal, and many others, so that when the time comes that we run out of fossil fuels, we can be ready and we can have all these alternate energies perfected so that we can just move straight along and we don't have to worry about any problems or anything like that.
Some of the skeptics' arguments are:
global warming is a natural process and is not human-induced.
this could all just be a political scare tactic.
Water vapor is the most prevalent greenhouse gas and is not related to human activity.
Seriously, will you stop following me around? Obviously, not all the polar ice caps are melting. Alan, you're so freaking stupid, dude. What's your problem? How did you lose the freaking assignment, dude? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Here are some ways that you can personally fight global warming. Turn off lights when not in use.
Off the board.
Recycle!
Thanks a lot, Alan.
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me.
Don't waste water. Dude! Use eco-friendly vehicles.
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
Thank you for watching our presentation. Won't you be my neighbor?